everybody, this is Kamakshi. I'm a professional makeup artist and I welcome you to my YouTube channel with my whole heart. As this is my first YouTube video, I thought it should be as inclusive as possible. So I got something that might be very useful for a lot of us. I got you a 10 minutes makeup routine that you can do every single day. It's this look right here. It looks very natural, it looks very dewy, and it does not require a lot of product or a lot of time. It's super easy to do, so let's get into the video. Okay, so I would start by moisturizing my skin. I'm using the Simple Hydrating Light Moisturizer. You can use any moisturizer that works for you. Any product that works for you is fine. Make sure when you're moisturizing your skin, do it very generously, people. This is one of the most important steps of your makeup and you cannot skip this one. Your skin needs to look all juiced up and very plumpy before you go on with any kind of makeup products. Okay, so once we are done moisturizing, the next step is primer. I'm using my Nykaa Prep Me Up primer. You can use any primer that works for you or any primer you have. Starting from the center of my face, going outwards. I'm going to prime my skin really well. What a primer does is it blurs out your skin texture. It makes your makeup really long lasting and it makes your makeup application really smooth too. So we cannot skip on this. Okay, so third step after moisturizing and priming is a foundation. Now I'm going to use two different foundations today. First is the K-Beauty foundation in the shade 145N medium, and the other one is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless foundation in the shade 340. Now this shade right here is quite warm and quite dark for my skin. This is not my shade. This one is my shade, but I'm going to use a drop or two of this into this. I'll show you. So I'm taking a pump of K-Beauty and then I'm taking a tiny dot of the Fit Me. I'm mixing it. Why did I add such a warm foundation in my regular foundation? Because when you add a little warmth in your foundation, what it does is, without adding much product, without adding much coverage to your face, it just conceals everything and it just makes your whole skin of one single shade. I'll show you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put foundation equally on the whole face. I'm just going to target the areas of my skin that I am usually most concerned about. That would be my under eyes, around my mouth, my blemishes, and that's it. After that, I'm just going to drag that product into the rest of my face. So like this. And then blend. You see? Okay, so that's a foundation done. I'm not going to add more product. And can you see, it looks so natural. Your real skin is still peeking through your foundation. It just looks really blended in and it just looks really healthy. So that's all we need. We don't need much coverage. That's it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my setting spray. I'm using the Faces Canada Ultime Pro Makeup Fixer. I'm just going to spray it on my beauty blender. And then I'm going to go over with the same blender on my whole face. It just locks everything in place and it just makes everything even more natural looking. Now we're gonna take some powder. I'm using the K-Beauty loose setting powder. It's in the shade Banana. I'm gonna take some of this and I'm gonna set my under eyes and I'm not gonna go over with a powder on the rest of my face. I'm just going to set my under eyes. Why do I need to set my under eyes? Because your under eyes have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles kind of situation going on, and when you leave it like that with your cream products like your foundation or your concealer, what it does is it creases, right? It creases because the cream product gets settled in your lines. We don't want that. To avoid that situation and to make our under eyes look really flawless and natural, we're gonna take some powder and just set it so that everything stays in place for the whole day. And can you see how instantly the look changes with a little bit of powder? Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference between powder and no powder under eyes? You can. Now I'm gonna go take on my spoolie and just brush my eyebrows. I'm not going to fill them, or I'm not going to add any kind of product. I'm just going to brush my brows, and I'll see if I want to fill them or do anything with them afterwards. Okay, now it's time to add some color to your face. I'm going to be using Dr. Earth's cheek tint. It's very red. It's in the shade Amore. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a drop of my Nykaa Skin Potion Glow Boosting Oil into my cheek tint. Why? To make it more runny and to make it more blendable and to make it more dewy. I love doing this. I started doing this quite recently and I've been loving the results. It gets so beautiful when you do this. The tint gets so beautiful when you add a drop of oil. So I'm just going to blend it outwards. I'm just randomly blending it. I'm not thinking about making my face look more snatched or anything like that. I'm just adding it on the centers of my face. I like doing this. That's it. Then I'm gonna go with some cream highlighter. Now this step is totally optional. If you don't feel like doing it, you can totally skip it. I personally love this one. This is a cream highlighter from Dr. Earth again. It's called the Glow Goddess Illuminator and it's gorgeous. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the cheek tint. I'm going to add a little bit of the Nykaa facial oil into my highlighter. Okay, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just taking the product on the back of my hand and just, can you see how pretty it is? It just gives you a very natural glow. Even from up close, even when you look from really close, you can't really see there's any product. Can you see how beautiful this glow is? Can you see how crazy this is? Okay, now it's time for some mascara. I'm taking my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. You can take any mascara. Okay. Just give a good coat to your lashes. Mascaras are something I cannot do without. I need mascaras. I just put some mascara on my upper lashes and I avoid going on with it on my lower lashes on an everyday basis. Okay, so mascara is done too. Now it's time for the last step, that is our lipstick. I'm going to use my Allen Blue lipstick in the shade Winter Rose. You can use any lipstick you want. like that, we're done with our 10 minutes makeup routine.